Welcome. Today is Monday. It is May 20th and we are here for a yoga class. So welcome. Let's make sure you've got a nice comfy place to practice. We've got our mat set up so that we have good cushioning beneath our bodies. We're going to spend the next 45 minutes to an hour together just letting go of stress in the body and the mind and focusing on connecting our movements to our breath, which in turn will help us do that throughout our day and help us calm ourselves when stressful things start to happen. So we're going to start with some relaxation down on our backs. Let your arms be restful at your sides, palms open, face to the sky. Close your eyes and start to breathe deeply in through the nose, expanding belly, back, and ribcage on the inhale. And exhaling out through the nose. We want to feel that same area of our bodies contract and empty. And while we're continuing to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, bring your breath and awareness to your face and feel your forehead relax. Next, I want you to feel your eyes relax. Release and relax your cheeks and your jaw. Move that awareness and breath into the neck and breathe away any tension that you're holding in your neck. Guide your awareness to your arms and breathe from your shoulders all the way out to the tips of your fingers. And then we bring our breath and awareness to our legs. We want to breathe from our hips all the way out to our toes. Let's guide our breath into our spine. Feel your breath traveling down the length of your spine, weaving itself in between each segment. Inhale, float the arms skyward. Exhale, behind us, reach out through your fingers. Now, press out through your heels. Stretch your body super straight. Spread your toes open. Spread your fingers wide. Scrunch them all in. Spread them open. Scrunch in. Spread open. Once more, scrunch in. Spread open. And just release. Inhale, both arms back up. Exhale, return them to your sides. Once there, pull the left knee into your chest. Start with a nice tight hug. And then flex and point that foot. Begin to roll the ankle around, leading with your big toe. And then reverse. And allow your foot to rest. From there, we're going to gently circle the knee around. And reverse. And then just keep the knee hugged in nice and close. Use your right hand to grab hold of your left ankle and angle that left heel towards your right hip bone, pointing that left knee out over your left shoulder. And then bring it back to center. And send that leg out. Now we'll switch, so let's bring the right knee a nice close hug. Flexing and pointing our foot. Rolling that ankle around. And reverse. And then just let your foot rest. Circling the knee gently around, really feeling that in the hip. And then do a few the other way. And then we'll keep the knee hugged in. Use your left hand to guide that right heel towards your left hip bone and just aim the right knee out over your right shoulder. Return to that neutral place. And now bring the left knee back in. So we're going to give ourselves a really tight hug. And while we've got our knees tucked in close to the body, keep your shoulders relaxed. Let's add a gentle rock from side to side. And then we'll circle the knees around, massaging through lower back. And reverse. And then just keep the knees hugged in nice and close. Now separate both knees, keeping big toes closed. We've got our knees aimed out over our shoulders, and we're going to add a few rocks like that. And then hold center. And bring the knees back in. From there, we're going to stretch the left arm and the left leg out straight. Come back in and switch. And then we're back in, and let's rest the feet down. Arms at your sides, palms facing up, toes and heels out slightly. Tighten the belly, and let's slowly lift those hips off the mat, bringing us into shoulder bridge. Slowly sink back down. Try again, let's tighten the belly and slowly peel up. And then again, press back down. Try one more time, slowly peeling up. And just notice the work that's required in the gluteals and the hamstrings, the abdominals. Not feeling any pressure in the neck, no tension in our knees. And then again, let's melt that down. Once we've made it down, we feel the spine pressed against the mat. Knees come back in for that tight hug. Now as we exhale, we're going to roll ourselves to an upright position. Let's place hands under thighs. Keep the feet flat, shoulders down. What we're going to do is scoop the belly in and just kind of hang back into your arms. And then as we inhale, sit tall. Open the throat. Exhale, scoop the belly in, rounding back. Inhale, lift, sit tall, open the throat. Again, exhale, scooping in. And inhale, lift, sit tall, open the throat. And then just come back to neutral. And let's go ahead and come into our easy cross-legged position. From there, we want to make sure that we've got our sit bones on the mat. Palms open, face to the sky. Shoulders away from the ears, head staying nice and lifted. Dropping chin to chest, want to breathe into the back of the neck. And then we're going to inhale, lift the head to back, open the throat. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the head to back, open the throat. Exhale again, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the head to back, open the throat. And then make your way back to that neutral place. From there, let's place palms together at heart center. Lace our fingers and push palms away from the body. And just breathe across the upper back and the back of the shoulders. And then continue to press the palms, but let the arms rise. So the upper arms are basically framing your head, but they stay a little bit in front of the ears, so there's no tension in the neck. And then let the arms open wide. Palms facing the sky. Rotate palms down, and then thumbs down. And then rotate thumbs up, and then palms up. Again, rotate palms down, and then thumbs down. And then rotate palms up, and then palms up. Good, now let just the left fingers lower and the right hand goes high. Stretch a little higher, gazing up at that right hand. Side bend to your left, and come up. Again, let's side bend, and lift. Once more, side bend, sweep forward, reach out, lift up, and then open down. Now we'll switch. Left arm high, reaching higher, gazing up. Side bend to your right and left. Again, side bend and lift. Side bend, sweep forward, reach out, lift up, and then come all the way down. Once down, do a couple shoulder shrugs up into those ears. Good. And then a couple shoulder rolls from back to front. And then just start to make some arm circles, but keep them small. And then we'll get a little bigger, a little bigger. And then both arms just reach high overhead. On the exhale, let the fingertips float down. Take one more inhale. And then as we exhale, transition to hands and knees. So whatever way works for you to get to those hands and knees. Once there, let's make sure we've got foundational hands, widespread fingers, hands turned in slightly. Pressing through second, third, and fourth knuckles on each hand, shoulders over wrists. Hips over knees, tops of the feet pressed into the mat. As we inhale, sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open your heart. Exhale, round the spine, scoop in for cat. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale and exhale. From there, return to neutral spine. Extend through the heel of your right foot. Add the left arm forward, turning palm towards the sky. Exhale, lower, we'll switch. Send the left heel behind you. Add the right arm forward, palm to the sky. Exhale, lower. Let's switch again. Extend. Now we're going to bring that right knee in to meet the left elbow and then re-extend. So exhale, pull, inhale, stretch. Exhale, pull, inhale, stretch, steady. Come back to all fours and switch. Left leg extends, right arm forward, palm up. Exhale, pull in, inhale, stretch. Exhale, pull in, inhale, stretch. Exhale in, inhale, stretch. We're back to all fours. Big toes stay close, knees separate. We're going to push back with the tailbone. Allow your chest to drop through your knees, forehead on the mat. Turn your palms open to the sky and keep stretching from your tailbone all the way out through your fingertips. Flip the hands back over into foundational hands, tuck your toes, and let's lift our tailbone into downward facing dog. So in down dog, I want you to let your head dangle freely through your arms. Feel your rib cage pulling closer to your thighs. And feel the back of your shoulder blades reaching towards your gluteals. Nodding your head yes a few times. Shaking the head no. And then just hang out and walk your dog. So lift and lower each heel individually. Keep one heel pressed all the way down. And then we'll switch. And then raise both heels and push them down. Next, we're going to inhale ourselves into a sturdy plank. So no booties in the air and definitely no saggy hips. Exhale back up into down dog. Inhale again to plank. If you want, you can modify to your knees. Exhale, return to down dog. Again, inhale, plank. Now as we exhale, we're going to all modify to our knees, and then we're going to start to lower elbows open, chest first, then hips. Tuck elbows in, lengthen spine, press through tops of the feet, press through hip bones, rise up into cobra. Exhale, open the elbows coming down, and then inhale, tuck them in as we rise and lengthen. One more time, exhale, going down, and then inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Tuck the toes, we're back up into downward facing dog, and we inhale to plank. Modify if you'd like. Exhale, lower, elbows open, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, rise to cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. Again, inhale to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. From there, we're going to take a giant step forward with our right foot, placing it between our hands. Once it's in place, check. Is your knee over your ankle? Are your eyes looking out so your head isn't hanging down? And do you feel a stretch from the heel of your left foot right out through the top of your head. Now you can sink down onto your left knee. This would be a modified version. Feel free to do this whenever you need to. Cross through the top of your left foot, and then we're going to rise into crescent moon. Exhale, fold forward. Go ahead and tuck the left toes under. We're back into our lunge. And then our right foot is back into plank. Press back up into downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. And exhale again, down dog. Now let's step the left foot between the hands. Once you've got it in place, check. Left knee over ankle. Eyes looking out. Stretch from the heel of your right foot right out through the top of your head. And now let the right knee sink down. Press through the top of your right foot. Reach to the sky. Crescent moon. Exhale, fold forward. Right toes tuck under, pick up right knee. Right foot steps forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, let's roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again, extend. Exhale, heart. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. And then inhale, roll up, reach to the sky. Exhale to heart. Inhale, sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back. There's our plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale as we lengthen and rise for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach, touch the sky. Exhale to our heart. Again, inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, lowering elbows open, chest down, hips down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale into the heart. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to our heart. One more sun salutation. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to our heart. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Feel your ribs press against your thighs, and then cradle your elbows in the palms of your hands and let your head drop within that frame. Now remember, bent knees is perfectly fine here. You want to make sure the upper body stays relaxed. Let your fingers release to the mat, and then take a giant step back with our right foot, bringing us into our lunge. From there, let's push right heel down, turn right toes out. Align the left heel with the back of your right heel, start lifting upper body. Hip bones are forward, shoulders squared out. When you feel ready, add your arms for warrior one. So make sure that you're feeling your body weight centered equally into both feet. Arms open wide. Nice long spine hinges us forward, brings us into our warrior airplane. Exhale, release your hands to the mat. And proceed to walk yourself around so we end up in a wide straddle facing the wide edge of our mat. We've got our toes in, heels out, hands directly under shoulders again. Feel free to bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, looking out. Exhale, elbows bend, forearms drop, and our head just dangles there. And we're back into a forward fold. Again, working at relaxing upper body, bending our knees if we need to. Go ahead and push down into your palms, pushing the arms straight. Start to bend the left knee, so you're shifting your weight to the left. And I want you to keep your right foot flat, so you're feeling a stretch going up that inner right thigh. And then come back to center. Now bend the right knee this time, keeping the left foot flat. And again, we're feeling that stretch going up that left inner thigh. And then bring your way back to that neutral center. From there, we're going to raise our heels so we end up on the balls of our feet. And then press the heels down, rock back onto your heels so you can lift up your toes and spread them out really wide. And then press all of your toes down, down, down. From there, press through the palms, inhale, lengthen, look out, flat back. Add the left arm, then the right arm for straddle airplane. And then slowly begin to lift upper body. Turn palms in upwards towards the sky. Five-pointed star. Let the left arm lower as the right arm rises high. Inch the right hand a little higher to the sky, and then start to inch the left hand down the side of your leg. And then let's come back to our star. Let the left arm cross the front of the body and then open out. Right arm cross the front of the body and then open out. Then let the arms lower and lift. Again, let's lower and lift. This time as we lower, we're going to bend the knees, fold forward, and rise to sunflower. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Again, exhale, fold. And inhale, rise. Let your hands meet together overhead, upper arms slightly in front of those ears. Lace your fingers. Press your index fingers together. Keep lengthening out of your waistline. And then let's bend the elbows so the elbows and the forearms come together, and you're going to bring those elbows shoulder level. And then simply extend the arms out in front. And then let's open, and we're back in our star. Left toes turn to the front edge of our mat. Align your left heel with your right arch. Keep your hip bones facing the wide edge of your mat, and then when ready, bend the left knee. So it's going to come out over your ankle without pushing past your toes. You're going to center your body weight, and you're going to look out over that left hand. Extend the left arm a little further forward. Lift the left as you lower the right, and push the left palm towards the sky. Pull the left leg straight without locking. There's reverse triangle. And then let's make our way back into our start position. From here, you're going to pull the right hip to the right, and think about stretching the left arm away from the right hip. And once we can't go any farther in either direction, go ahead and send the left hand low and the right hand high. Feel like your right hand's being pulled towards the sky as you're Pressing the right hip slightly forward, rolling that right shoulder slightly back. That gives us our triangle pose. Now let the left arm or right arm start to lower towards your hip. It's going to make a full circle. As it begins to rise back up the other side of the circle, bend the left knee. Place your left forearm on your thigh or reach your left hand to the mat for extended angle pose. Exhale the hand down. Return to runner's lunge and then step that left foot back into plank. Exhale, let's lower down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, back up into downward facing dog. And then inhale to plank. You can hang out there or insert a push-up. Now let's keep right shoulder over right wrist and turn to open for side plank. Modify to the side of your right knee if you'd like. Exhale, back around into plank. And press back up into down dog. From there, let's step that right foot forward into our lunge. And once we've made it into lunge, we're going to stay in lunge, but start lifting up our body. That brings us into high lunge. And then let's add the arms high to the sky for a crescent lunge. Now let your hands press together at your heart. As we inhale, start to rotate to the right, and then as we exhale, you're going to tuck that left elbow to the outside of your right thigh and roll that right shoulder open. There is our prayer balancing twist. Let's exhale and untwist. Hands return to the mat. And then we're going to start to push the right leg straight, extending the left leg behind us hip level. Hands form a nice tripod with your right foot, and there's tripod balance. We can remain like that, or simply move that right hand so your right thumb is in a straight line with your right pinky toe, allowing you to roll left hip open. Adding left arm up to the sky for half moon balance. Exhale, left hand down if it's lifted. Step the left foot in. Toes close, heels apart. Now let's bend both knees and start sinking those hips like you're about to sit in a tiny chair. And while you're doing that, you want to pull your knees closer together. Lift your ribs away from your thighs. And then add your arms alongside your ears for chair pose. And then while you're in your chair, see if you can lift your heels, bringing you into balancing chair. And then press the heels down and rise from your chair. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, extend. Exhale, open just the arms and let them hook together behind us. Once you've got your hands together, you're going to pull down with your knuckles. Open your heart. Open your throat. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, hinge forward. Once you feel your ribs pressed against your thighs, you can drop your head and then lift the arms up higher. Exhale, hands release to the mat. Once there, giant step back with our left foot. Brings us into lunge. Now push the left heel down, turn the left toes out. Align your right heel with the back of your left heel. Start lifting up our body. And on the way up, you chuck. Right knee over ankle. Hip bones facing forward. Shoulders square. Add the arms where you want. Very conscious of balancing your body weight equally into both feet. Arms open wide, keeping that spine nice and long, hinge forward. There's our warrior airplane. Exhale, release hands to the mat. And proceed to walk yourself around into a wide straddle. So now we should be facing the other wide edge of our mat. Toes are in, heels are out. Hands directly under shoulders. Press down through the palms as you inhale, look out. And then exhale, just melt that body down. Go ahead and push down through the palms once again. And then start to bend the right knee. So you're shifting your weight to the right, but you're keeping that left foot flat and feeling that stretch going up left inner thigh. Come back to center and we'll switch. Bend the left knee this time. So shifting your weight to the left, keeping the right foot flat. And then push back to neutral. From there, let's rock back onto our heels, lifting up our toes, spread those toes out nice and wide. And then press your feet flat and rise up onto the balls of your feet. And then let your feet press back down, and let's bend our knees like we're trying to pull that tailbone towards the mat. We're in just a really wide squat. And then start to push the legs straight once again. Press down into your palms. Inhale, right arm out. Inhale, left arm out. And then inhale, we rise to standing. Once there, palms open, face to the sky. And there's our 5-pointed star. Good, now let the left arm lower down. It's going to make a first circle up and around. Same with the right. And then do both together. Good, now this time I want you to fold forward, brush the earth, and grow that sunflower. Exhale, fold, and inhale, rise. Exhale, fold, inhale, rise. Once more, exhale, fold, and inhale, rise. Now let the right arm lower. Keep the left arm reaching higher and higher, and then inch the right hand farther down the outside of that right leg. And then we'll come up and let our fingertips meet and our palms meet. Lace your fingers and then press your index fingers together. Upper arms are framing the head, but they're slightly in front of the ears. There's no tension in the neck. We feel ourselves getting longer and longer out of the waist. Little back bend. And then inhale back to neutral. Now let the elbows bend so the forearms and the elbows meet in front of you. And then extend the arms out. Let the arms open wide, coming back into our 5-pointed star. Next, let's turn right toes to the front end of our mat, align right heel with left arch. Keep your hip bones facing the side of your mat and bend the right knee. Center your body weight equally into both feet and feel the power of Warrior Two. Start to reach that right arm a little farther forward. Lift the right, lower the left. Push right palm to the sky. Reverse warrior. And then we'll pull right leg straight without locking, bringing us into reverse triangle. And then find your way back to your starting position. Now we're ready to pull our left hip left and start reaching that right arm farther and farther away from that left hip. Once we can't go any farther, send the right hand low and the left hand high. Pressing that left hip forward, rolling that left shoulder slightly back, takes us into our triangle pose. Feel like we're being drawn towards the sky, keeping everything open. And then we're going to start lowering that left arm towards the left hip. Bending that right knee as the arm comes back up. Right forearm on thigh or right hand to mat. And we've entered extended angle pose. Exhale, left hand down. Let's return to our runner's lunge and then step our right foot back into plank. Exhale, let's lower it down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank and hang out there or insert that push up. And now keep left shoulder over left wrist so we can open for side plank. Exhale, back around into plank. And then we press back up into downward facing dog. Let's step the left foot through the hands, bringing us into our lunge. Once we've established our lunge, we're going to lift upper body into high lunge. And then we're going to add the arms, crescent lunge. And then let your hands press together at your heart. Inhale, rotate to your left, and then exhale. Tuck that right elbow outside the left thigh. And there's our prayer balancing twist. As we exhale, let's untwist, hands return to the mat. Now start to push your weight forward onto your left leg as it pulls straight. We send the right leg behind us, hip level. Meanwhile, our hands form a tripod with our left foot, and we're in tripod balance. We can remain like that or align left thumb with left pinky toe. Start rolling right hip open, adding right arm to the sky. There's our half moon balance. Let's exhale that hand down if it's lifted. Go ahead and step the right foot in, toes close, heels apart. Now begin to bend your knees, and while you're doing that, pull your knees closer and closer together, sinking those hips down like you're trying to sit in a tiny chair. And then begin to lift your ribs from your thighs, add your arms alongside your ears. There's our chair pose. And then try raising your heels so we end up in our balancing chair. And then we'll sink the heels down, we'll rise. And then exhale, hands come together at heart. Now let your arms extend at your sides and find standing mountain pose. So become very aware of the sturdiness of your stance. Feel that navel staying drawn inward. That gives you tons of power from your core. Next, find a focal point for your eyes and fixate on that spot. And then begin to shift your weight into your right foot. We're going to take our left ankle and place it on our right thigh, so we're forming like the number 4 with our legs. And then let your hands come together at your heart. And we're going to start to bend that right knee, sinking those hips down. Now set the left foot back down, toes close, knees pulled together, and rise up. And then return to standing mountain pose. From there, same thing, belly button nice and tight, focal point for the eyes. We begin to shift our weight into our left foot. Placing right ankle on left thigh. Hands can press together at the heart. And then we begin to bend that left knee. then let's set that foot down. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back into plank. Stay right there or insert a push-up. Press back up into down dog. Return to plank. Stay there or again add a push-up. And then downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, let's bend both knees and come back down onto all fours. Sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open the heart cow. Exhale, rounding out for cat. And then make your way back to that neutral place. Push out through the heel of your right foot, add the left arm forward, palm to the sky, and then lift the left foot so it's not helping you balance. And then bring the left foot and the hand back down. And let's go ahead and pull the right knee through so it ends up behind the right wrist. Using your left hand to guide your right heel across the body. You want to aim it at your left hip bone and then start to inch the left leg further back. Meanwhile, you've got your right knee pointing out to the side of the mat. And we're going to start to slowly sink down, keeping the weight over your left hip so you're not feeling pressure in that right knee. And then I want you to press down through the top of your left toes and the outer edge of your right pinky toe. And that's going to keep your position active. And just breathe into your pigeon. As we inhale, let's all start to lift up our body. And then once we're fully upright, that would be our third position pigeon. And then from there, just shift your weight onto your right hip. And we're going to pull the left knee forward. So the bottom of your right foot presses into your left thigh. And when you look at your legs, they resemble a pinwheel. We want to keep both of our hips square so that we're not leaning off to one side. And then just press palms together at heart center. Let's inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, lower the left hand, stretch a little higher with the right, and simply side bend to your left. Lift up, let that arm lower down, and now take the left foot and step it across the bent right knee. Once there, you're going to walk that right hand a little farther back so it's right by your tailbone and insert left upper arm against left inner thigh. Now I want you to inhale, sit taller. And then as you exhale, rotate at the waist so you can look farther over that right shoulder. So we're not turning the head, we're actually rotating the upper body. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, let it float down. Let's uncross and just bring soles of feet together. Once we've got our soles together, I want you to rest your feet in your hands and then start to inch your heels a little closer to your body while you're pulling your knees open wider and wider, lifting the head, lengthening the spine. Exhale as we soften. And then from there, we'll make our way back around onto all fours. Once there, let's tuck our toes and come back up into down dog. Let's walk the dog a few times. And then just press the heels down. Good, and then let's come back down onto all fours. Sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open the heart cow. Exhale, big round for cat. And then we're back to neutral. Now extend the left leg behind you, push out through the heel, add the right arm forward, palm to the sky. And try lifting that right foot so it's not helping you balance. And then bring the hand and foot down. And inch the left knee forward so it ends up behind your left wrist. Once there, you're going to guide that left heel across the body, aiming at your right hip bone. Keep opening that left knee wider to the side, and then begin to inch that right leg farther back as you sink down. Press down into the outer edge of your left pinky toe and the tops of your right foot. And then as we inhale, let's start to rise. And once we're fully upright, that's our third position pigeon. And then from there, we're going to ease onto our left hip. You're going to pull that right thigh forward so it butts right up against the bottom of your left foot. And again, we want to sit nice and tall and centered and let your hands press at your heart. And then let's inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale the right hand down with a little side stretch. Come back up. Let that arm float down. And now take the right foot in. We'll step it across to that left knee. Once it's in place, go ahead and send the left hand further behind you. Keep it close to your tailbone. And then insert right upper arm against right inner thigh. Inhale taller. Exhale, rotate at the waist so we can look over our left shoulder. And then inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, let the arm float down. And let's uncross. And again, we'll start with soles of our feet coming close together. Let your feet rest in your hands and then pull your heels in a little closer. Keep widening the knees, lengthening and opening. And then let's release and let's stretch both legs out into a nice wide V. Push out through the heels of your feet, and then we're going to hinge forward, pulling that belly button towards your mat. And then we'll come back up, rotate to face the left leg, and let's fold forward. And then come back up. Rotate to face that right leg and fold forward. And then come back up. And one more time, we're going to fold between the legs. And then let's come back up. And let's bring our legs closer together. Once we've got our legs close together, position your hands so they're right next to your gluteals and press down through your palms, push out through your feet. And then let's relax a little bit and fold forward. And then we'll come back up. Let's keep the left leg straight, bend the right knee, walk your foot in as close as you can. Start with just a hug. And then release and try reaching your right hand towards your left big toe. And then we're going to take that right arm and start wrapping around the bent right leg, and then bring your left arm around from the other way. See if you can get your hands to meet or get really, really close, or you could even use some kind of an extension and then sit up taller and look over that shoulder. And then as we exhale, let's untwist. Stretch that leg out. Again, press down into your palms on either side of your hips. Push out through your feet. And exhale as we soften and let our fingers walk forward, folding in half. And then we'll come back up. And then once we're up, let's bend that left knee, walk the foot in closer. Starting out with just a hug. And then release, and let's reach that left hand across towards the right big toe. And then we're going to take that left arm and start to wrap it around the bent left leg. Let the right hand come around from the other side so you can get your hands to meet. You can use an extension if you need to. And then inhale, sit up taller and straighter. And exhale, look over that right shoulder. As we exhale, let's untwist. And one more time, we'll stretch those legs out straight. This time, you're going to position your fingertips so they're a little bit behind your buttocks, pressing down into those palms, pushing out through your feet. And then try pressing the bottoms of your feet down as you're pulling your hips up, moving into a reverse plank. And then let's exhale and let the hips come back down. Once they're down, fingers walk forward, folding in half. Coming back up. And then let's bend our knees. All right, we're going to just place our hands behind our thighs. Keep the head held high, shoulders down, spine nice and straight, belly button tightens. And we're going to simply lift our feet and balance. And then try extending your legs. Go where you can go without rounding your back. And then see about adding your arms. And then we're going to slowly lower just the legs. Stretch high to the sky. Let the arms come behind you and hook together. Once they're pulled down, lift out. Stay long in the waist and fold forward. And then let's release the arms. We'll come back up. And then once we're up, let's cross our legs Taylor style. And we're back into our easy cross-legged position. Palms opening the sky. Brings us back into seated mountain pose. And notice if it feels a little bit easier to be in this position. Are your hips a little bit more open? Let's drop the chin to the chest. Tip the left ear towards the left shoulder and then place that left hand just above the tip of your right ear. And then let your right palm press down. And feel the stretch going up that right arm along the side of your neck. And then let's come up and just gaze up. And let that arm float down. Inhale both arms high. Exhale, hands to the heart. And come back to seated mountain pose. Chin to chest. Tip right ear, right shoulder. Place right hand just above the tip of the left ear. Push the left palm down. Breathe all the way up the arm and along the side of the neck. Reach high. And let the arm float down. Once there, again, some shoulder rolls back front. And then let's make some smaller arm circles. And then from there, I want you to bend the elbows so you bring your wrists right under your armpits. And then you're going to point your thumbs down, open your heart, open your throat. Sweep the arms around, round the spine so the backs of the hands come close. And then again, bring wrists under armpits, point your thumbs down, open your heart. Sweep around. And come back in. One more time, sweep around. And then from there, just return to seated mountain pose and breathe. So we're going to send away all of our anxious thoughts. Make a choice to live today with courage, with an open heart, a grateful heart, a hopeful heart, and a kind heart. Spreading random acts of kindness to all sentient beings. Examining your actions every day, and if your actions are not kind and compassionate to all sentient beings, ask yourself why you are doing it. Know that my soul honors your soul. I honor that place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace within you because it's also within me. In sharing these things, we are united. We are the same. We are one. Namaste. So I hope you feel a bit renewed, refreshed, ready to face the day ahead with a calm body and a calm mind. Don't forget to hydrate. Lots of sips of water throughout the day. One of the best things we can do is keep that body well hydrated because we're basically water. All right, it's also good for the brain, keeps the brain cells functioning, able to make good decisions and clear thoughts. I thank you for joining me. I will be back tonight to let you know what we've got taking place tomorrow. So in the meantime, be healthy, be safe, and be